The other forward, at 6'6", number 77, Luka Doncic. Your head coach is Rick Carlisle. Last fans, your Dallas Mavericks.
It's an NBA afternoon game here on this Thursday. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. DA, take it away.
Well, after a 16-year run where they made the playoffs 15 times and won the NBA title in 2011, the Dallas Mavericks have missed the postseason the last 3 years. But by bringing in 2019 Rookie of the Year Luka Doncic and trading for All-Star Kristaps Porzingis, there's a lot of confidence in Dallas that they will soon be back in the hunt. Kevin?
Seems like they are. Thanks, DA. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. The two stars, George and Leonard, fill up the forward slots. Beverly and Williams, the guard tandem. And Harrell's in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Mavericks, they've got Porzingis, Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Jalen Brunson. Then there's Doncic, and it's Finney-Smith in at the four slot. Two very deep teams, great benches. Brent, talk about the mindset and the difference there between starting and coming off the bench.
You can assess, Kevin, throughout the first quarter, or when it is that your time to check in the second quarter is about the rhythm of the game. What are we doing well? So when I go in, how much more can I enhance the advantage we have there? Or let's say it's a game where we're getting killed in transition. The most important thing I can do is communicate that message to the team. When we start that 4 or 5 minute stretch, let's focus on these two things to get ourselves back and righted for the rest of the night.
Oh, that's excellent.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
The pass to Brunson. Doncic outside. Just 5 to shoot. That shot, no good. Excellent D there from George. Here's Beverly, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And Brent, as you know, there aren't many players that can set a tone for a team, but Patrick Beverly is one of them.
Patrick Beverly always embraces that role about setting the tone defensively on an opposing team's point guard, making sure that tonight, if you're going to beat the team that Pat Beverly plays on, you're going to have to go through them.
That's good from Beverly.
One of the better perimeter defenders in the game, and in the golden age of scoring point guards, Patrick Beverly doing his best to slow them down on a nightly basis.
Both free throws good from Beverly.
Tremendous amount of excitement around the Clippers right now, and why not? Two elite players that can play both sides of the floor. They were already talented and scrappy. You just wonder if this group, with some of the additions and subtractions, can come together in the same way that last year's group showed the type of cohesion that a team that wants to perform at elite levels needs to do.
And so here are the Clippers. The Mavericks making the shot. Loads it up there for Harrell. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Well, it's the golden age of point guards, and Patrick Beverly trying to show that he belongs amongst them. Great awareness on that play.
And Brent, over the last few years, the Clippers have had to replace true stars.
Pretty amazing with Chris Paul, DeAndre Jordan, and Blake Griffin not being in Clipper uniforms, how the organization has turned it around in such a short span to have the opportunity that it has in front of them now to go further than what those three guys provided for so many years in Los Angeles.
Now here is Hardaway. Brunson scanning the floor. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
All the officials are all over that one.
It's his first trip to the line. First free throw is good. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Now here's Beverly. He's guarded closely. Lays it up off the glass.
Well, Beverly showing a bit of his speed right there. Out of the blocks. Hoping to get something on the drive on the inside.
Brunson kicks to Doncic. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Brunson, and he banks in the layup. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. And so Beverly will bring it up for Los Angeles. Trailing by 2. Porzingis with the block.
Yeah, good luck getting a shot over the 7-foot, 6-inch tall wingspan of Kristaps Porzingis.
George against Doncic. Outside Hardaway. Here's Brunson. Off target from three-point range. The Clippers have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. And that one's good. Leonard.
Just a lightning bolt there in transition. No one can match up with Kawhi, especially at his position. That time they paid a price.
Now here's Doncic. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on George. Greg, you look at the young Luka Doncic. What impresses you the most right now about his game?
Well, Kevin, you just don't see many players his height who can handle and make step-back threes. Also, his confidence. He came into the league never doubting that he could dominate a game. And don't forget about his brilliance as a passer.
First one falls for him.
And as Dirk Nowitzki walks off into the sunset, the Mavericks seem to have found their next European superstar in Luka Doncic. The number 3 pick in last year's draft had a rookie season for the ages.
All free throws good from Doncic. And Doncic, the EuroLeague MVP, led Real Madrid to a title. EuroLeague Finals MVP, all at the tender age of 19.
Incredibly accomplished. Despite that, slipped a little bit in the draft into the waiting arms of the Mavs, who moved up 2 spots to get him.
Here's Doncic. After the basket by Montrezl Harrell, Doncic passes to Finney-Smith. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
He's just adept at gutting the defense in these sets. Give Doncic a passing lane, and he'll thread the needle.
Now here's Williams. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And it's Leonard missing. Leonard brings the double team. Dallas moving it around. Outside Hardaway. Pass to Brunson. Doncic against Leonard. Outside Hardaway. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. And here comes Leonard leading the fast break. Beverly finds Williams. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Well, it's such a challenge trying to alter anything that Lou Williams does just because you're on your heels most of the time.
Count that bucket.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Pass to Leonard. Down low, Harrell. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. And that's now 6 points for Montrezl Harrell.
He gets really excited about finishing through contact, Kevin.
No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Knocks down the three ball.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Now, here's Doncic. 7 points in the game.
Not many guys have the two-way ability of a Paul George, just as dangerous defensively as he can be offensively.
Dallas has gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Doncic kicks to Brunson. Here's Beverly. He dishes it to Leonard. Again, Los Angeles.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Here's Porzingis. Up and in from the low block.
They're going to take a little bit more to get Porzingis off of his sweet spot and his offensive game now.
To the inside. And there's Harrell. That's good on the assist by Beverly. And that's 10 points for Montrezl Harrell. Doncic feeling it out. Outside Hardaway. Back to Doncic. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Thompson with it. Now guarded by Harrell.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
Powell, he's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Landry Shamet's checked in for the Clippers. Now here's Harrell. He's got 10. Here's Shamet. And the shot goes in.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
That's tough because that one's preventable. The defense has nothing to do at all with that turnover.
DeLon Wright, he's checked in for the Mavericks. .43 seconds left to play here in the first. Pass to Beverly. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Yeah, we love when great offensive players get in a scoring rhythm, but Paul George right now in a great passing rhythm tonight.
Doncic against Leonard. Doncic passes to Wright. Back to Doncic. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game. That free throw good from Doncic.
And what's so impressive about Doncic, the maturity. Yes, he's polished, but he's got a completeness to his game at such a young age.
Doncic against George. From deep. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. Montrezl Harrell has been leading the charge for the LA Clippers. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. Paul George had that nasty broken leg back in 2014. He describes what inspired him to come back even stronger.
My inspiration really came from my mother. You know, her dealing with stroke, her dealing with really being down and out. You know, I saw her fight back. That was enough for me in my darkest days. I knew it was nothing to what my mom went through, and she came out perfectly fine. So.
Well, what a story. George worked hard to get back and is not disappointed in his return.
You know, recovering from a devastating injury is never easy, but George's perspective and commitment helped him to overcome it.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1/4 of action so far. And guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
You don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
Powell is out there with Porzingis. Then it's DeJuan Wright. Then there's Hardaway. And it's Doncic in at the 3. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. If you were choosing a center for the team that you ran, you've got these options: Joel Embiid, Big Cat, or Jokic in Denver. Who do you go with?
There's so much variety in their games, Kevin. And I appreciate what Jokic does so much for that Denver Nuggets offense, initiating as a center from the top. But I'm going to have to go with Embiid and the way that he can dominate the game. There's still so much potential and growth for what it is that he can do. Down on the block, doing damage, taking away a lot of three-point shots. And not to disparage what it is that Karl Anthony Towns can do, but his size and dominance, I think there's an intimidation factor that Joel Embiid brings to the game that I would lean on over the other two.
Dallas making a switch here. Curry's checked in. Free throw drops for Wright. The Clippers in the lead. George up top, guarded by Doncic. Inside, here's Beverly, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
That's a pretty impressive finish for Montrezl Harrell.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. That's good from Beverly. And for the Mavericks, they're shooting impressively throughout at 62%. Doncic against George. It's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Doncic.
And the level of concentration that Doncic has, even under pressure, this guy is cool as a cucumber.
Now, here is George. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
2 years ago, Paul George and his curious travels about where he was going to land in terms of free agency made his way back to Oklahoma City. And a lot of people were wondering why he made that choice. Then a year later, at the behest of Kawhi Leonard, a trade goes down where Paul George ends up back in Los Angeles with the Clippers. You talk about a two-way threat along with Kawhi Leonard. What an unbelievable wing combination the Clippers have with these two.
That free throw good from George. And with George last year, easily his best season as a pro in every measurable way.
You wonder in the next couple of seasons here, Kevin, if we're going to see the best of Paul George. Again, coming off that gruesome leg injury, him finding his form last year for Oklahoma City. A lot of talk about even Paul George being considered as an MVP candidate, and rightly so. Now back in Los Angeles with Kawhi Leonard. What a terrific duo they have. A great player on a great role. at the charity stripe, the D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
The Mavericks have been perfect so far from the free throw line, 6 for 6. The free throw drops for Curry. That misses, so he splits the free throws. Los Angeles leading by 4. George looking over the floor. The Mavericks pull it in. Curry on the wing. Fires from the corner. Can't hit that one. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Lou Williams won 6th Man of the Year for the 3rd time last season. He joined Kevin McHale and Detlef Schrempf as the only players to win the award in consecutive seasons. And with the most career points ever scored off the bench, maybe they should just name this award after him. Kevin?
David, I'm all for it. Thank you so much. And boy, is he in good company. Now, here's Doncic. 12 points for him. And there's a whistle. That goes on Landry Shamet. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. About 3 minutes played so far in the 2nd quarter. Doncic against George. 6 to shoot. The pass to Kleba. Shamet with the steal.
That's 2 really unproductive trips in a row, ending in turnover.
Yeah, Paul George not waiting around, wanting to get out in transition, run the floor, and become a dangerous weapon on the perimeter.
Not as good in the Los Angeles leads. Cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Powell. And Beverly kicks to Green. Passes it to George. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. That one falls. Beverly's got the lead up to 8 now for the Clippers.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Doncic finds Curry. Right for 3. Another 3 for Dallas.
And guarding him on the perimeter isn't a priority for them right now, but if this continues, it will be.
Beverly against Curry. Shamet the pass to Zubac. Lets it go from 11. He can't get that one to fall. So the Mavericks will take it the other way. Doncic against Beverly. Curry with a wide open look. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got 5 assists in the game. And Beverly kicks to Zubac. Back to Beverly. And he slams it one-handed.
He's selective, but it's huge when Beverly starts to find his stroke like this.
Right from outside. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Shamet the pass to Beverly. To the paint. Powell with the steal. Right, looking around. Pass to Doncic. From outside the arc. Green with the rebound.
Yeah, and that one way back in the first quarter is the three-pointer that has been his only one of the night. Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. Brett, when you look back on all the stars you played against during your career, who was the biggest intimidator?
Well, I think about intimidating players, and the first word that comes to mind is Anthony Mason. I know he wasn't a bona fide star player,
Superstar,
but
right.
you know the role that he had for
Yes,
the
I
teams
do.
that he played with, and Anthony Mason was a player you did not want to be playing against. During my era, most of the years that I had some successes and minutes on the floor, it was certainly Kevin Garnett. The way that KG approached every game, and you spent many seasons watching him very closely, from year 1 to year 18 or 19, KG came at you every game, every night with the same kind of zest and excitement to compete.
Well put. The Mavericks have been good at the free throw line in this one, 7 of 8. And the first one at the line is good. He doesn't get the second one. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. 6-point lead. Doncic outside. And the dunk by Doncic.
And when you want Doncic, he's one of those guys who kind of just slithers around until he finds an opening, and then bam.
Now here's Williams. Pass to Shamet. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
Doncic. That ball is good for another field goal. His 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
And he's capable of scoring from anywhere, really. Doncic has a strong grasp here of the mid-range.
Now here is George. And it goes down 2 points. George has got 12 now in this quarter.
Sweet to be a difference maker in the game, and he's been a great option for them on these possessions.
Here's Barea outside for Curry. There's the pass to Barea. Sinks the triple. Barea's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
Williams finds Zubats. Now here's Shamet. It's in. That's his 3rd field goal of the game. He's 3 for 5.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Here's Kleba. It's hauled in by Zubats.
They'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space, just clanked it.
Outside Williams takes a 3. That one doesn't drop. Now Dallas takes it the other way. Curry kicks to Doncic. Passes it to Kleba. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Shot clock at 6. Here's Barea, and it's sent back by George. And he gets it back. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Clippers lead by 5. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Kawhi, a big first half for you all offensively, but big first half for them, too. Any concern there?
They're still scoring pretty good, so we got to play better defense second half because we don't know if we're going to keep making the shots that we're making right now.
We'll see who can get some stops, Kawhi. Thank you. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the 3rd quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everyone, to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Some big-time action already in this one. I'm Ernie Johnson, along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. A pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. They were on a nice little roll in that opening period as they got their lead up as high as 7 points. Well, for the Clippers, Kenny, what's your take?
Well, they showed a lot of discipline on offense. Called some high percentage plays. Even when the defense devised different looks, they always seem to have the answer. Got good coaching.
And looking at Dallas, Shaq, your thoughts?
Well, they had a strong perimeter game. See, Ernie, when this team executes from long range, those weapons spread out of defense. Coming out of the second half, if those shooters are hot, they got a great chance to take control of this game.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan. Go over there.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
And the way he goes at defenders, he is bound to get to the line just like he did there in that first half.
Yeah, almost inviting contact, that attack mentality on full display.
Now Leonard taking a look at Los Angeles. Leonard down low at 4 with Harrell in the middle. Beverly and Williams, the guard tandem. And it's George in at the 3 spot. And here we go. The Mavericks on a fast break. Gets the bucket and the foul. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
A little shiftiness there in Porzingis' game as he welcomed the contact and then converted on top of it.
And the impact that Porzingis can have on the defensive end, Greg, cannot be overstated.
The reach and leaping ability he has paired with his timing make him a premier rim protector. And what sets him over the top really is that fearlessness. He will challenge anyone and everyone at the rim.
That free throw good from Porzingis.
Well, so much of the last few seasons have been lost time for Kristaps Porzingis. That ACL injury and then working back from it in the 2019 campaign. Never an easy road to start it.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Here's Doncic. He nails it, and we're tied up. Doncic has got 19 points. Greg, with all the time that Porzingis has missed, it's easy to forget just how dominant he is when he's healthy.
KP is one of the few game-changing talents in our league. He can carry an offense and boost an entire team's defense with his presence on the floor.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Cloak loose. Leonard with the steal. And oh, here we go with Leonard. Nobody back. And it's Leonard with the jam.
Stellar anticipation by Leonard to create the fast break opportunity. That's why he's a perennial Defensive Player of the Year candidate.
Now here's Brunson. Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. Here's Porzingis. Rebound by Harrell. Los Angeles leading by 4. Loud pass to George. Great communication on the alley-oop.
Now, Paul George right now invested fully in this game and on both ends of the floor. Relentless on offense thus far.
Doncic kicks to Brunson. Doncic with it. Leonard picks him up. Back to Doncic for the 3. That shot off the mark. Great tee that time from Leonard. Nobody near Williams. A three-pointer, no good.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
And finished off by Leonard.
Well, not much you can do to stop that. Leonard showing once again his physical prowess at the 10.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Doncic passes to Porzingis. Leonard against Doncic. 5 on the clock. Got a piece of it. Dallas needs to get off a shot. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. And the Mavericks making a change here. Lights checked in. JaMychal Green, he's checked in for the Clippers. And it's the Clippers' ball. They've got an 8-0 run. Here's Williams. The teardrop falls in. Williams has got the lead up to 10 now for the Clippers.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
And the Mavericks call time here.
And Coach can't be happy, and I think I know why. Their defense putting up no resistance inside.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring, and if you can get to a high-efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
Here's Finney-Smith. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Finney-Smith's got 6 points.
And with that basket, he's able to end a 10-0 run by the Clippers.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Everly with the ball. He's got 15. And it's right, sending it back. Here's Brunson. He gets it in there. 6 points for him. Clippers leading by 6. Left side, Williams. Harrell. Yes, once again, he remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
Harrell will do whatever it takes to grab some of those buckets down low.
Tipped away. Brunson finds Wright. Here's Porzingis, and there it is for him. Porzingis has got 5 points now in the quarter. LA has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Here's Williams, got a piece of it.
Maybe a time to rest him right now, just give him a bit of a breather, try to help him get back on track.
The Mavericks have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line.
And team stats last season, 74% shooting, so some numbers that they can definitely improve upon.
The first free throw is good. Landry Shamet's checked in for the Clippers. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Clippers leading by 4. Now here's Beverly. 15 points in the game, and it's in there. Green's got his first points of the game.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Hardaway for 3. Drops in the tray.
I feel like Tim Hardaway Jr.'s role is to be out there and gun away, so ready to shoot that time.
And really for a good portion last season, Tim Hardaway acted as the main source of points for the Knicks. It ends up more of a volume scorer, a role that he's going to have to develop.
Here's Wright. The Clippers getting the bucket. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Porzingis finishing strong that time, no doubt about that one.
And here's Beverly. He's got 17. He's... Whoa! Yikes. And that's a rugged play.
Gracious. Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Now here's Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
Lead passes like that are so hard to defend. He never had to break his stride, so full speed, 2 points.
To the middle, and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Here's Wright. And he uses the glass on the layup. Wright's got 8.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Shamet with it. Now Wright defending. Pass to Beverly. And here is Shamet. 6 on the shot clock. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And the Clippers have possession. Inside. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
You know, Patrick Beverly is going to come at you every night. Just an inspiring player that way. And daring the defense to get physical with him on that play.
The Clippers shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws. So those are numbers you'll be happy with.
That's good from Beverly. Powell, he's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Both free throws good from Beverly. Mavericks trailed by 3. Here's Brunson. Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound. Knocks it loose. Here's Shamet. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's on Porzingis. And a huge piece of the Tobias Harris trade last year, Brent. Landry Shamet shows a lot of promise.
Interesting for Lambeau, as they call him, at age 22 out of Wichita State, to come into the league, show his ability to shoot from the three-point line, shot 40% from deep while taking over 4 a game last year, seemed very comfortable in seeking out the line. And the opportunity for him now with the star power around him, a lot more is going to open up for Landry Shamet to be a 3rd or 4th guy on the offensive end to make some major contributions.
Both good from the line that time.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Wright outside. In the corner, Hardaway with it. Pass to Powell. Wright outside. 6 to shoot. On the wing, Hardaway. Tries again. Powell up and in on the layup.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Here's Beverly. Goes up high for the 2-handed dunk.
Well, how about Patrick Beverly showing you at a point guard he can still get up?
Mavericks trailed by 5. And JaMychal Green picks up the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Los Angeles making a switch here. Zubac is checked in. The pass to Brunson. .24 seconds left to play in the 3rd. Clock at 6. Wright dishes to Hardaway. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And it's blocked. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Both teams will make substitutions. Seven seconds left in the 3rd quarter. The 3 from George. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Barea. Shamet misses. The points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one. The Clippers on top. They lead by 5. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Hardaway is out there with J.J. Barea. Then there's Luka Doncic. And there's Porzingis. And it's Powell in at the 4-man position. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. On the wing, Doncic. Leonard brings the double team. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's good for 2. Powell's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Mavs.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now here's Beverly. Here's Shamet. Can't hit from 12. Mavericks trailed by 3. Barea, the pass to Powell. And the rejection by Zubac. Poked away. Here's Hardaway. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
Tim Hardaway Jr., great momentum right to the rim.
We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Outside, George. From deep. Score that one for him. His 8th field goal. 8 for 11 on a very accurate night.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
Back to Barea. Dallas moving the ball around. Here's Doncic. Sweet move. It's good. Great play set up by Barea. 21 points for Luka Doncic.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Shamet up top. Guarded by Hardaway. Leonard trying to break free. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Clippers lead by 4.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Barea kicks to Hardaway. Porzingis passes to Doncic. Shot clock at 6. No good on the triple.
One made 3 for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see. And I'm not sure that is a shot that he should be taking.
No, he should know better. He knows that's not his game, which is why we don't see him take that shot often.
You just never know what Doncic is going to do. I mean, which is one of the reasons he gets the defense to foul him.
And he knocks down the first one.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for the Mavericks. And the Clippers with a change here too. Williams is checked in. All 3 throws good from Doncic. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. And that's a foul called on J.J. Barea. That's his first foul. Porzingis with the steal.
Yeah, first turnover of the game. Overall, though, he's been rock solid.
Barea, the pass to Kleba. Barea surveying the floor. Doncic finds Barea. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got assist number 8 here in this one already. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Passes it to Zubac. Now Williams. Outside, George. 6 to shoot. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Dallas making a switch here. Finney-Smith's checked in. Here's George. 4 on the clock. It's tipped.
And not exactly quick off the floor, but Luka uses great anticipation to make defensive plays.
Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Hardaway passes to Doncic. Porzingis inside, defended by George. It's good again, and an excellent 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Yep, it counts. Beverly's got 23.
Beverly showing off a little bit of a teardrop. Didn't know he had that.
Barea against George. Here's Porzingis. Here's Finney-Smith. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That free throw, no good. Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for Zubac. And he can't make the second free throw either. Missing both.
About Montrezl Harrell and the type of energy and effort that he brought last year to this team to help solidify, I guess, most of the culture piece of what Steve Ballmer wants this franchise to be about. That's playing hard, playing with energy, and having some enthusiasm for the competition. Montrezl Harrell wraps all those things up pretty nicely in the way he plays.
And here are the Mavericks now. The Clippers getting the bucket. Barea finds Porzingis. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
So Porzingis can post you up, he can face you up, he can penetrate from outside. This kid is impressive.
And Montrezl Harrell, Brent, beloved in the locker room.
Well, he's beloved because every night when you go out on the floor with him, you know what you're going to get. A guy who is incredibly competitive, passionate, knows his role, and plays with a physical presence that he doesn't shy away from anybody that's on the floor. That's infectious.
One shot.
That free throw good from Porzingis.
Well, Porzingis plays with a high motor. We've seen in the early part of his career have very good starts to seasons and then struggling maybe in the second half of the year. We'd like to see that stamina all year long, at least for a full season.
Los Angeles calls timeout. And at this point of the game, getting a break here, important for the teams to regroup, and for the players, this is where you have a chance to get rehydrated with Gatorade. Get ready to play strong to finish off the game. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during the last break, I heard Doc Rivers talking with his team. He got on his guys about allowing too many paint points. He said, hey, we've got to be scrappier. We've got to be quicker to help, quicker to collapse the lane. You guys know what to do. Now you got to give me the effort. I want to see some nasty. Kevin?
Mavericks on D. 4-point game. The shot. It's deflected, but he gets it back. Right side Leonard. 6 on the shot clock. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's on Porzingis.
I mean, this is a battle-tested young player. Leonard's willing to put the team on his back when they really need a bucket.
And even though he's been nagged by injury for a few years, Brent, Kawhi is still a top two-way threat when he's healthy.
Well, the fact that Kawhi Leonard could move on from San Antonio, get to that Toronto team that needed just an extra push to do something in the Eastern Conference, especially with the absence of LeBron James. Kawhi Leonard absolutely dominated last year's playoffs and took Toronto to a championship. And now, for the first time, he's had the choice to continue his career somewhere. He's going to do that back home in Los Angeles for the Clippers.
Dallas calls timeout.
And maybe the biggest story of this summer, where would Kawhi Leonard be headed in free agency? A player of his caliber commands that kind of media scrutiny.
Now here's Wright. Dishes it to Hardaway. Leonard against Doncic. In for another field goal. A sublime 9 of 14 on the night. Greg, you talk about the media focus for Kawhi Leonard. Not exactly something he embraces.
Not at all. As a kid on his birthdays, he'd shutter himself in his room because he didn't want the attention. To this day, he lets his play do the talking.
Now, here's Doncic. And it's sent back by George. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. Dallas calls timeout.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Got to feel good as a coach if you make all those adjustments, pull the right strings. That's what they love to do.
And so here is Dallas. 3-point lead.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And again, no good by the Clippers.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Right outside. Doncic outside. Porzingis is double. And Wright kicks to Hardaway. Here's Doncic. It's good from long range. Doncic has got the lead up to 6 now for the Mavs.
And it just seems when Doncic turns it on, it's a sight to see. Incredible at scoring in a variety of ways.
And George, here we go. It counts. And the foul. It's on Luka Doncic.
That's why you turn to Paul George. These moments are for PG. Guy that you want to put at the line in these moments. He's not missing these.
Doncic passes to Porzingis, and the rejection by Leonard.
Let this be a reminder, when you're going up for a shot, it's always important to know where Kawhi Leonard may be lurking.
Here's Porzingis. Clippers trail by 3. Over in the corner, Beverly. Inside Leonard, and Leonard gets it to go on the assist by Beverly. And it's 13 points for Leonard.
That's Kawhi pushing the action all by himself there, attacking inside and starting to take charge.
Wright finds Porzingis. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
That's a huge confidence boost right there for Kristaps Porzingis. He's proving he's got what it takes in those moments.
And really a great job to maintain his composure. How about the body control there? Now he gets the and one and turns this into a two-possession game.
Now here's Williams. Hardaway with the steal. Drops in the breakaway layup. Now it's a 6-point Dallas lead.
That is a gutsy shot from Hardaway, and he comes through.
1:02 left here in the fourth quarter.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
Now, you can't make any mistakes right here if you want to keep hope alive. Their execution has to be precise. Well, your best players want to take on the burden come clutch time, and Paul George carrying the weight right now.
Doncic with it. To the inside. Porzingis. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Porzingis has got the lead back up to 6 now for the Mavs. And the Clippers call time here. They're trailing by 6. There's 38 seconds left in the fourth. Guys, what do you think?
Score, then hope for some missed free throws or a turnover at the other end.
Yeah, this won't be easy, so a little bit of luck will go a long way for them to get back in. A terrific movement off of the dead ball situation and a great play to get the bucket.
Leonard against Doncic. Leonard with the steal.
No time to waste on this possession.
Time is not on their side right now. They're aware.
That is world class.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
Dallas calls timeout. They're in front by 2. 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Seconds left to play in the final quarter, and he commits the intentional foul.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
And the first of 2, no good, heartbreaker. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And the Clippers call time here. They trail by 3. 19 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Seconds left to play here in the fourth. Good! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
That's a nice play by Paul George, showing a nice touch from the mid-range.
He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 2. He's off on the free throw, unable to get that second one to drop in. take the lead. Oh, that shot had a chance, but no good. So it's an arrow victory for the Mavericks, pulling out the W. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games won at home, that advantage of having that crowd behind you oftentimes is the ultimate X factor.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports.